Hey, welcome to Luppoleto's. Here we go. Welcome to Hop Odysseys, where we're traveling around looking for breweries that make great beer, but also make a great contribution to their communities. So hop on for a beer I've never had in a place I've never been with a friend I haven't met yet.
There you go.
Yeah, finally, I kept it close enough. Welcome to another edition of Hop Odysseys. We're at Luppoleto's Brewing in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. And I learned a new word today. Luppoleto means hop field. I'm with Jen, one of the owners here at Luppoleto. Jen, tell me about the dream of this place.
Absolutely. So my husband and I own the brewery. My husband's the brewer. Luppoleto, as you said, means hop field in Italian. When we first started brewing about 15 years ago, we planted about 60 hop plants at a friend's farm. And so we grew a bunch of hops there, kind of learned how they grow and how you do that whole process. And my husband is Italian, so when we decided to open a brewery, we decided to combine our hop growing with his Italian heritage, so we came up with the Luppoleto name. And we were homebrewing, like I said, for about 15 years, and then a few years ago, he decided he really wanted to look into going pro. So he worked at a local brewery, Back East Brewing, for a number of years, kind of learned how to do professional brewing, professional equipment, a lot of the processes and systems there. And then we opened in 2019, September 2019 here.
Wow, so obviously COVID gets in the way of everybody. How have you been coping with this?
We've actually been doing pretty well. When everything shut down about a year ago, we very quickly pivoted to doing takeout service. So we got a bunch of 22-ounce bottles. We started filling those on demand, doing curbside pickup and online ordering. And so we were able to do pretty well with that. We then opened back up in late summer. We had some outdoor seating and some indoor seating, and now we have an online ordering system we use inside so that people can order from their table so they don't have to come up to the counter. We can keep everybody nicely social distance, and we've been doing okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, so I hear my new friends, it's Alex, it's Christian, and it's Rachel. Hey man, tell me why you like coming here.
I like good beer. These people make good beer, and they're fantastic people. So, no brainer.
For me, I grew up in Windsor Locks, so this is a neighborhood brewery for me, right around the corner. It's just fantastic.
So Jen saw this bike jersey and immediately said, hey, do you ride bikes? We got to tell you some stuff that we do. So Jen, tell a story about that.
Absolutely. So a number of years ago, we joined up with a group called Team Craft Beer, who every year raises money for the Smilo Cancer Hospital as part of the Closer to Free ride in New Haven, Connecticut every year. So it's a large group of craft beer lovers, brewery owners, brewers, folks that work at breweries that all get together and raise money to help fund cancer research and treatment at the Smilo Cancer Hospital. It's a really great cause. We do it every year. Last year it was virtual. I don't know this year what they're going to do with it, but we're keeping involved in the team and raising money for that every year to help support that.
So tell me about some other things you do in this community to make your community a better place.
Absolutely, absolutely. So one of the main things we do is we have a veteran beer program. It was actually an idea that one of our regulars, who is a veteran, suggested.
So you don't have to be a veteran beer drinker.
Correct,
Really
correct.
Okay.
A veteran, exactly. So what it is that the folks who come into our brewery can essentially purchase a beer for a veteran. So they buy a little coupon that goes into a box, and then if a veteran comes in, we offer them that coupon so they can have a beer as a way of saying thanks for their service and everything that they've done for the country.
Hey Jen, what are you doing there?
I am getting a veteran beer coupon out of our little box here. So this was purchased by one of our local guests, and we can now use it for a veteran in the brewery to pay for one of their beers today. In addition, we actually brewed a beer that we have on right now called Putting Down Roots, where we took hop plants from our hop yard, distributed them to members throughout the community so they could grow hops in their own backyard, gathered back the hops at the end of the growing season, and produced a beer called Putting Down Roots. And a portion of the proceeds from that beer go to a local community garden that is part of an agricultural program at one of the local schools. And all of the food that they produce in this garden goes to the local food pantry. So it's another way we can kind of join with the community, grow hops with the community, learn a little bit about hop growing, and then give back to the community at the end of the day as well.
I found bikes and beer all over the world, and sometimes that friend I hadn't met yet was simply an amazing person. On a trip to Tanzania that involved bicycling, breweries, and a safari with the majestic wildlife of East Africa, I had the good fortune of meeting a woman named Connie Neighbor. Connie founded Karama Connection, an orphanage taking care of abandoned and orphaned children, giving them housing, education, healthcare, and mostly love. By subscribing to Hop Odysseys, you help provide for these kids. To learn more, see karamaconnection.org. It may change your life.